hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to Think. Welcome to Think. You may be wondering why I have my nice glass, people. I don't drink alcohol. You know that. So I have my nice drink here with me tonight. Welcome to Think, everybody. I have my nice glass of, guess what I have in this? Guess. No. Come on, guess. I guess all those who know what I have in this, it would not be soft drink because this is not my thing. I have apple juice here tonight, and we are going to celebrate, and we're going to celebrate the young people tonight because I'm very happy that you will get a chance. You will get a chance to make your dreams become a reality. So I toast with you, young people, because I love young people, and I'll tell you why. Because all this you're watching is as a result of a 17-year-old brilliant, fabulous, intelligent young man named Akeem Ernest. You know, God just made me fortunate to have him as my son. And you have also seen my other son, Kyle Ernest, the brilliant. He's so bright, you know, guitarist, right? So these are my two children, Kyle and Akeem, love them dearly. But I'm also celebrating all young people. $7.2 million. Now, it's actually 10 million. But 20% they said is going to administrative costs, blah, 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 which is fine. The other 7.2 is for you, baby. Toast to all my young people. Go for it. And I'm here to help you. I am here to help you, my young people. So tonight we'll be discussing, it's your night, it's your show tonight. I'll be showing you and asking you different questions so you could know if you are on the right track. So let me drink now to y'all. Toast to the young people of St. Lucia. Let me tell y'all something, it is your time. It's not my time, it is your time. The youth economy is going to roll out. Take advantage of it. Now, my role is to prepare you so by the time the agency is set up, you have your business in place. You have all your dots, you know, you cross your T, you dot your I's, and you are ready to go. As I said to you, my show is about think. And I prefer y'all come to a show like this than going to the shows where after you leave, you have not learned anything or you haven't bettered yourself. So I am here to cause you to think, and I must give this administration, let me give them a toast to that. You will see, and all those who have been following me will know that I will rejoice when anything good happens for young people, because I've given them a lot of pluck. But this is really a brilliant idea, and the way it was explained to young people, excuse me, young people, you are going to take advantage of this. I'm going to remind you, take the time, the hours you spend on Facebook laughing at all those shows that bring no meaning to you. Take what I'm going to teach you tonight. That's not all, that's just part one. I may even help you further in my next show, but I'm just giving you the basics tonight. So take all this. You're wondering why I have my shades? Because, you know, I just feel cool tonight. The young people have won, finally. You all have won. And people, don't matter. Put politics aside. Go and get that money. Do it right, you know. Do it right. Go get that money. Think about it. Improve yourself. Think about it. Now, wait. I heard my representative for Castry Southeast, Joachim Henry, I heard him using think in the house, think, and we were like, okay, he's using think. Yeah, man, think. Everybody think. At the end of the day, we are all one. We will differ in other things, that's fine, but we are all one. Parents, guardians, encourage your young people to go forward and do that. Now, since I'm so happy, we're going to take a little coffee break. That's where you go and support my shows. And then we are looking for sponsors. We've gotten some good feedback, so we're just waiting. We're getting some sponsors because this is a positive show to uplift the nation. We'll be right back after these messages. people, it is your night, and I'm going to speak to you. We have, I know it can be very difficult to get support and encouragement when starting a business, because sometimes what you find your very friends, you find your very own family don't support you. They will ask you, what you doing? That will not work. And we have found that many young people, and not only young people, but you know, people who are not so young, their dreams have been crushed because of what other people have said to them. But when you believe in yourself as a young person, you will succeed. And I believe that there are many talented young people in St. Lucia, but the issue was there was not an avenue for them to go to get help. Now, I heard Honorable Bradley Felix talk about, you know, that he is supporting the youth economy program, but there were other things like that. But I want to say to Honorable Felix that Bell Fund, Sedu, and maybe the other stuff they have is nothing like this. And I believe personally, and this is what people don't understand about Soraya Alexander, I'm a very fair person. When I have to pull back, I pull back. I'm a very, very, very fair person. And I believe Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister of St. Lucia, have scored a home run. He has basically scored a home run. And this is where, when Honorable Bradley was talking about, you know, the other place, Bell Fund was nothing like what the youth economy program now. And young people, you know, the speeches were just coming on and different things, but so I'll have to take some time and I will trim through it, and then I will do my pointers to show you exactly what you want, what you have to do. But basically, I think it's an airtight program, and do not let pride, and let me tell you all something, and this is what I have realized in this country: pride goeth before a fall. Do not have so much pride to say you're not going because this is not your party, or you know whatever. Let me tell you something. Think country. This is the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Think country. The youth economy program is for St. Lucians, the youth. So think about $7.2 million have been made available for your use. They are going to set up their agency. They have various application forms where you fill in your application form. They have their team on site that will tell you exactly what you have to do. They will guide you. They will help you. Do not let an opportunity pass you because of foolish pride. And the Bible says that pride goeth before a fall. And this is who I am. I am a very honest person to tell you when something makes sense, because we all knew I was saying what youth economy he was talking about. But I think he was very deliberate and very strategic in bringing out this program on the first year of them being in office. Now, somebody asked me today to rate the government, how I feel about them. I said to them, you know, being an objective person, I really can't rate them because these are strange economical times and I really can't rate them. And we will have to see how things progress. But I would give them a home run for the youth economy. Now, young people, there are a few questions that you need to think of. Serious questions you need to think of, because you have to be disciplined. And I believe there are many of you who are disciplined, but you are pulled in the wrong direction. You have to divorce in order to succeed. Listen carefully, my young people, my sweet young people. In order for you to succeed, you need to divorce yourself from the noises around you. You cannot waste your time if you want to be successful in whatever you do, to be on every social media platform, every live, laughing. I was watching the 14 billionaires in Africa, and let me tell you, when I watched that, these men and women are so disciplined and focused. So when we see people doing well, sometimes we want to be jealous or we want to knock that person down. But this individual have put their sweat and blood. They have forsaken, all the parties, all the blah blah laughing on social media, and they have focused. Now, when we see them doing well, we want to get jealous of what they do. We don't know what they do. What most of them did was to stay away from a lot of things and focus on themselves and their goals, self-development. And this is what I want us to pull ourselves away from the noises. So do not say, I really, young people, you could take it from me, I really don't want you to go and say, I'm not going into that youth economy. You will be really and truly doing a disservice to you. Now, I am going to help you here, right? I am going to give you a little guidance. What is your mission? Because if you are going to them, although I heard the Prime Minister said if it's less than $5,000, you do not need a business plan or whatever, fine. But still, even if you're taking $5,000 for somebody, you need to have a mission. What is your mission? Right? He's saying turn your hobby into a business. What is your mission for that hobby you want to turn into a business? These are the things you have to ask yourself. What is my mission? And many people fail because they do not have a mission. Like, for instance, me. My mission on Think Show is to impart knowledge into people and to allow people to go beyond the box, burst the box, and think critically for themselves. Because you have to look at blue, black, red, gray, all the different colors of gray in between, all those colors, and think for yourself and make the right decision. That doesn't mean you will not make an error here or there, because most businesses have started until they hit the jackpot. So do not be discouraged if you have an idea and then it's looking like something that would not be profitable or would not make sense to you, right? So you may just have to repurpose what you're doing and get something that can be beneficial and profitable to you, because you must have a mission. You cannot just, even if it's $4,000 or $5,000 without a business plan, you still must have something written on paper. Anything you have written on paper, you can always go back to it. And I remember that when we did our business courses, our lecturers always say, write your goals down. What is it you want to achieve? Because if you do not write your goals down, how would you succeed? Right? Because it means you're going to be flying here, you're going to be flying here, you're going to be flying everywhere. Right? I'm giving an example, I am not a young person, but I'm a senior person. Not senior, middle age. They tell me don't say these things. But I too wrote my goals, to divorce myself from the other show and do a show that can go further. I wrote down my goals and what I want to do. So you need to do the same thing, my people. Right? So what is your mission and what are your goals? Okay? And then do you have a business idea? So you can have a business idea, but what are you doing about that business idea? Let me tell you something, people. It's gonna sound kind of weird, but do you know that the cemeteries all over the globe are rich with ideas? are rich with business plans, business goals, business missions, but they never came to fruition. And the reason why they never came to fruition is because these people did not believe in themselves to start a business. You will find many people, I don't know if my producer can put this on the screen for you, but you'll find many people, like 100 people will run for a job if there is a vacancy. And maybe only one of those individuals will run to start a business. This is why I'm saying we need to change our culture. Now, when I look at my last son, from little he was always doing little businesses, always have an idea, always doing something. He started his website business, he started some other news business, he started this, he started that. From a little child growing up, he was still in primary school doing stuff. And look, today I am doing this show, and let me tell you something, people. If it's your hobby and it's your talent, you got to do it properly. And I'm going to tell you something so you would not feel left out, that, maybe I cannot do it because I don't have CXC or I don't have a degree. I am doing this show. My son left school. Form 5, did excellent in CXC, praise God, brilliant boy. Now he is doing his BSc in information technology. He never studied production. So he realized his mother had an idea for a show. Everybody remember my first show? Had an idea for a show. I used to just do it. And then he said, no, Mommy, we need to upgrade that show. I am showing you that it could be done. I'm giving you strength from myself and my son to persevere with your dream. So my son said, no experience in production, nothing in production, in television, in Facebook production. He went, he did his research, saw what he needed, and he got everything for my show. From day one we run the show has been at a high level. Talent. You may have a gift, you may have a talent, but you are hiding it under the bushel. No, explode that dream. Explode that dream. You cannot cover it. You cannot hide it under the bushel. You got to explode your dream. Do not be fearful to say, my son have no qualification in production. Brilliant boy, everything. His IT he's studying. But he researched and he investigated for his mommy, and he said, Mommy, this is what I need, blah, blah, blah. I give him my card. I tell him, buy what you need, and I'm here with you today giving you a world-class show. So do not be afraid of your dreams, young people. It is your time. You are wasting your time. Oh, everybody like a good time. Everybody like a fete, the young people. Nobody is telling you not to do that. But those who want to succeed, they make the sacrifice to succeed. Because let me tell you something. The restaurant you like to go to or the parties you like to go to, somebody else is staying home, working on their vision to succeed, while you are partying. And you say, no, you're staying home, you're not going to party. Why are you not going to party? And you know what happened? That same person who stayed home, young person who stayed home to fulfill their dreams and work very hard, will buy that same restaurant or club that you have been going to, and you will be coming and party with them. This is how you have to think. If you don't think, it may be hard. Your friends might be telling you, pull you here, pull you there. When you succeed as a young person, the opportunities are endless. How far have you taken that business idea? Let's go back. What is that idea that you have? What is that idea? It could be anything. And I want, if young people are on the live, I want you to write in fact, no, don't write it. No, don't write your ideas. No. Let me take that back. Don't write your ideas. But what are your ideas? What do you want to do? You have an opportunity now. And let me tell you, this is why I am saying, like, a young lady asked my son if he has ever done a business plan last night, because she is, she just left college, I think, whatever, if he ever wrote a business plan. So he said to her, my mommy's the one doing that. So people, you all need to research. And let me tell you, people, Google is the place where you go and play. Google is very resourceful. And if you want to present something properly to an investor, co-research. It is important. Good things don't come without hard work, but you have to work smartly. You cannot be spending all your time in the parties. You cannot be on every platform and not thinking of what you want to achieve with your life. How far have you taken that business idea? Have you spoken to people? Have you spoken to people? Because I realize people, you will come and give them a gossip, a roro, they like it, but you will come and tell them about your plans and they would not take you on. Try to speak to people. Let me give you some ideas. An idea. It can go for young people, everybody. Run with the people who have succeeded. The people who have succeeded, they may be older than you or even within your same age group. Run with them because they will drag you up with them. They will help you. They will take you to the next level. Position yourself, right? Look for the various free courses they give. Position yourself. There is a platform on the internet. I can't seem to, I don't know if it's Allison, but there are Harvard University. There's a lot of colleges that give you free certification, like they give back. All right, stop saying, not everybody have money to go to university and college because it's costly, but do those courses from Harvard University and all those big names that give you certain courses free and they give you a certificate. But you see, shows like mine, the young people will not come because I am not matting, I'm not whining, I'm not jumping up, I'm not doing all crazy things. But this is the show that will push you forward. So you need to ask yourself, what have I done to make it happen? Sometimes you have to mix with people to drive your idea forward. Now you have the opportunity. What steps have you taken in making your goals a reality? Have you invested time in doing market research, as I said to you? Because I explained to you when I was doing my show, we had to realize, and then as you realize I had one show, then I realized what was going on, and then I shifted and I said, no, this is more beneficial not only to the Caribbean, the people of St. Lucia, but throughout the world. Anybody can take what I'm saying and use it in their own situation, in their own country. And the most important thing is a business plan. But I'm just talking to you tonight. But in my show on Thursday, I will show you the steps in a business plan, because I realize a lot of young people are asking, how do you do a business plan? But I'm hearing that the youth economy program, that there will be people to help you with your business plan. And you need to understand, people, young people. It is an opportunity that has never been in St. Lucia. Take it. Do not let pride, do not let family association or political association prevent you from capitalizing on what the government has provided for you. Think you. Think about yourself. And when you think about yourself, you will progress. Small steps. Your first step tonight, I am sending you to do homework. Now, they said that youth is from 0 to 35. Hello, I am still young. 0 to 52, well, soon to be 53. Can y'all believe I'll be 53? Soon to be 53, August 7th, Leo Rock. And you never too old, people. I went to I went to a certain part in the United States for a graduation. And there was a man 93 years graduating. So you have an opportunity now. You have an opportunity now, which the government of St. Lucia have given to you. Grab it. But you know what I don't understand? The youth, how do you really know what is there for you? And let me give you a little chastisement now. How do you really know what is there for you? There was a rural show with 6,000 of you watching. And then the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Philip J. Pierre, was unveiling the youth economy. Well, some people could say they may have been watching it on television. But there was only 200 people. How many of those 200 people were youth? And then you'll go and cry and say there is nothing happening in the country. But the youth, generally, people are interested in rural, but they would not take the time to listen to what the government is saying. And when I look at the bill, I posted it on my wall, what they will be talking about, the various bills or whatever. I really was interested in the youth economy. I saw all the other things they were talking about. But my focal point was the youth economy. But many of you not there, and you know what will be happening. Hey, so what is this? What were they talking about? Where can I get this? But if that's the first step, is taking interest in what is happening in your country. House citizens are very important, whether it is your party or not your party that's in power. It is very important because you get to understand what is going on with your government. But many of you are not there, and then you're going to see, as usual, the government is not doing anything, but whereas there is $7.2 million waiting for you. Many of you didn't listen. And then you should be appreciative that you have people like Soso that would go and cut the snippets where the Prime Minister was talking and what he was saying, right, to bring information to you. But young people, you cannot be lazy. Let us elevate from this nonsense. They find the rural wherever it is, because we are saying maybe people are not active on Facebook. Yes, we see them active by going and look for the rural, but things to better your life, because you are not going to stay young all the time. You will soon reach my age. I will soon reach 80 something if God spare my life, right? You will not stay young. Now I need to take you want to know what I'm drinking here? I'm toasting you, young people. I'm happy for you. And I think this is a good initiative, and I'm really going to push it for you. So we are going to take a coffee break. This is where you support the show by taking a membership or buying a digital coffee for your beautiful host. See you soon. And we are back. Now, the video you watched there, who you think did it? He wasn't taught that. My producer, a 17-year-old. And I believe there are many of you out there who are talented in whatever way. But you must have the desire, you must have the strength. And most of all, when you start something, especially in this country, I had an apple break, so I think I need to drink some water. Most of you need to really be strong in your thinking. As a young child growing up, I have always been one mentally strong. My mother always used to say, I always acted. I didn't act my age. I always acted older. My mom always say that. And I'm mentally strong, and I know many of you, those who are just following me, you'll get to know me. But those who have been following me realize I'm a very mentally strong person. You cannot break me. You can only break me if I want you to break me, but you cannot break me because you must be like a bull. When you have an idea and you have a purpose, you must be like a bull and go after it. Do not listen to friends. Let me tell you, being successful or going into a business, you're going to be very lonely because many people want the easy way out. Many people just want to go and work and make $5,000 a job in a job or $10,000 in a job. Whereas if you have your own business, you can make $500,000 in a month. And don't think of only leaving your business, whatever idea. The government of St. Lucia giving you that opportunity, people, I like it. Because I thought, well, based on what people used to say before, that half of the money was going to admin. But no, he said 20%, and then they put 7.2, so 1.8 is going to admin, so 7.2 is for you. Take the opportunity, young people. Imagine your friends will tell you, oh, let's go, sit and start planning your future. But then again, let me tell you something, young people. In order to succeed, you cannot only be listening to local news or local shows. You have to tune into global news network. For instance, you're supposed to get videos on YouTube or wherever which is filled with content to help you to do things correctly. There is so much material to make you into a success. And I will say to you again, my son went on YouTube, researched, do all sorts of things to get me the proper equipment. I have the intellectual capacity, but I didn't have the production knowledge. I'm into IT, but I did not have the production skills he did. And many people, oh, they love the show, it's high class, but he just didn't sit there. He saw a need, and we need, and I know many of y'all have the ability to do well. I want to be able to walk into your business, whatever business you have or whatever business you tend to do, and patronize you. And one thing I realized, and I'm going to say it is a fact. Don't get offended. Black people like to pull each other down. The white people, they help each other. The Asian, they help each other up. The Indians help each other up. But black people, we like to keep people down. And there is a jealous component to success. When people realize they do not know the sleepless night, the research, what you had to do to have a business, but then people get jealous, and what they try to do is to bring down your business. But you have to be very frugal, very smart when you have a business. Let us arise and help each other. Let me tell you something. When they were showing the young lady from Nigeria that won the $100,000, we were jumping up for her. Know what we were saying? We love to see people do well. It is like us. Let me tell you, wish people well in their business or in their exams or in their journey in life, and you will see the success in your own life. Clap for other people. But I realize we have this kind of behavior to tear each other down. And I will be the first to say to you, when the Prime Minister started with his youth economy, I was like, what is this guy talking about? But then again, he unveiling it now, it is very solid. The policies, as I said to you, I'm going to show it to you because I don't want to misquote him. I'm going to show it to you so you will be able to realize and understand what we have. And I do not want, let me tell you something. I know we all are going through financial hardship because the supermarket, the cost of living is killing all of us. I know some people will say they need allowances for the unemployed and for other things, which I totally agree with. I have no issues with, because I myself feeling the pressure of this life. Right? It is hard. So this is an opportunity for all those, because I even had a young man said, he's given up, he feel like, he cannot make it again. This is your opportunity. Sometimes in life, you have to drink the water, you have to eat the bread without butter in order to succeed and to be able to realize your goal. So my goal here is for you to be successful. Now, success does not come overnight. That doesn't mean when you drop that business plan or when they give you the monies, that, everything is done. You have to continue putting your hands to the wheel and drive your business. A business success doesn't come overnight. You have to work. And when you get that money, and what people fail to realize, and then I will give you more of that in the finance part, more in my other show, because it is to help you. It is to help you to grow. And this is why I'm saying, gravitate things to change your mindset. Everybody, if you're running with everybody, if you follow in the masses, if you're running with everybody, you will not succeed. You will not succeed. And I am one, I can definitely tell you, I do not run with the masses. I am my own thinker, I'm my own person. If you love so-so, you love so-so because you love her. Do not love so-so to sing anybody's narrative or come in anybody's clique. This is not so-so. I'm a very independent person. Right? Because even today, somebody asked me if I switch over to the St. Lucia Labour Party. Now, you see, if you really know me, you know I'm a very open person, and I think for myself. I don't think party. I think for myself. And this is wonderful, and I have every right to say kudos to the government. The implementation, and I think I've told you all that on my other shows, implementation is key. And you have good policy statements and everything. However, implementation is key. And let me tell you, I'm relating my own stories to you, so you won't feel as if you're in this alone. When my son went to Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, he got the award. He did the best, at CXC level for social studies. He got his award, whatever. And during his time with his teacher, and we met his teacher recently. Hi, Miss John Gay, love you. Miss John Gay said to him, this boy is an implementer. And you know what she said? We miss people like you at the school. He is an implementer. Let me tell you, disciplined boy. Let me tell you, people, sometimes I have to say to him on my own show, it's good. Perfectionist. Sometimes I have to say to him, it's good, it's okay. Perfection. Let me tell you, all the nice graphics and things I'm showing you, questions to think, all this is his work. And he is not trained in production or any of these things he's doing there. He went and researched talent. When you have a talent, young people, use it. Do not let anybody steal your talent. It is yours. And this teacher said this boy is an implementer. He did his CSEC SBA, and the teacher wanted it to teach her class as to how to go about doing it. Implementation is key. And this is what the youth program did. Implementation is key. And maybe the element that the Prime Minister should have added to that is to have people like Akeem and some others who are just forward thinkers be on these kind of boards to help other young people, motivate them. Because let me tell you something, what motivates young people is to see other young people like themselves doing good, doing things. So I think it's that component. Just have these children. Let's forget about this person is UWP, this person is SLP. At the end of the day, when this child succeed and go and make names for themselves, they do not say SLP or UWP, they say St. Lucia. They say St. Lucia. So when young people see other young people doing good, and young people, when other people are doing good, do not tear them down. I need to smile. I need to see young people supporting each other. Young people championing the cause for stuff for themselves, for things for themselves, for opportunities for themselves. Come together, brainstorm. And people don't understand when you're in a business, everybody wants to be a star. No, if one or two, and listen, young people, it don't only have to be you. It could be like 4 of you come together. Each one of you have a skill, and y'all can come together and make a business. There's a young lady, because I have a lot of young people on my WhatsApp. I don't interfere with their statuses or anything, because that's a jeunesse, that's young people. I do not interfere with them. But sometimes I scroll through and see what they write. And then this young lady was saying, she's feeling so depressed, she wants to give up, she cannot take it. So I sent her a note. I said, what's wrong? She said she went to SOAFA, she studied XYZ, and she cannot get a job. She cannot get a job. Now, this is the perfect opportunity. You see, and let me tell you, sometimes people become millionaires or billionaires because their backs were pushed against the wall and they come up with an idea. This is the perfect opportunity for her to think of doing something. I love the name of my show. And by the way, this is why I'm telling you, all this is not me. My son has a lot to do with it. The new show I started, because we were saying, okay, we wanted to move away from the show, come away from the politics. This is too toxic and, people going all crazy. So we were looking for names. We were playing with names. And then my son came up with the name Think. Think with Sarai Alexander. And it is so good. I heard the Prime Minister using Think in the house. I heard my rep, they say Think. You see, it's catchy. It's catchy and it's for the good. Let us be honest in everything we do and go, young people. So this young lady who is saying to me she is depressed, this is the opportunity. Your back is against the wall. This is an opportunity for you, to start doing what you have to do. But the only thing for those who want to start the business, maybe some of those young people Mr. Pierre, maybe some of those young people have their family, that could guide them and help them, financially, that is, throughout their quest in starting their business. Excuse me, 1 minute. However, there may be young people who want to start a business and they're a little strapped in terms of, their daily expenses. I believe that was a component that needed to be looked at. I don't know if when they come to y'all, they speak to y'all, that y'all can help them, because, a hungry man cannot function. So this is another social component you may have to look at. But I believe all in all, this is a fantastic idea. I really used to beat him up, give him licks for that youth economy, but I must say he pleasantly surprised me, and not only me, many young people. And you see, this is why I tell you, young people, y'all need to listen. Because certain things, sometimes I'm busy, I don't hear what the Prime Minister said. My son would tell me, and my son listened to what he was saying. And my son said, Mommy, all the time we didn't know what he was saying, so you were beating him up on that. But however, listening to what he was saying tonight, it was so, it was so poignant, it was so timely, it was so good. And then, he gave a good representation of himself. And my son do not give anybody pokes easily. And he said, this is good, what the Prime Minister has presented to the people of St. Lucia. The young people, it's good. It's very good. So when they set up everything, you go in there, young people. This is just the first part. This is just the first part of what I'm going to be telling you. Because when you have a plan, you must have steps 1, 2, 3, 4. They are going to give you, but you cannot, even if they're going to give you somebody to help with your business plan, still write down what you need. So when you go there, and then these people, like I said, I'll explain the finance part. These people will have to do a forecast for you, a budget forecast, where you're going to be, where you're not going to be, in terms of your sales, your expenses, your overheads, and stuff, what equipment you need and whatever. So you want to start a business. It doesn't have to be a perfect business plan, because they're going to help you. But you must write your goals, right? If you know you want to start a joinery shop, you start writing, okay, what do I need? Where can I source it? What are the prices? Okay, you have to look at the market, do market research. You may have to go around, look at how stuff is, and this is how you build. They will help you, but they can only help you if you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. So I am here to help you to think. So we are going to take another coffee break, where this is your chance to buy a digital coffee to sponsor and support the show. We are looking for sponsors, getting some good response. So we're just working on that. So take a listen. Loving doing this. So young people, as I said, I always do things differently. And if you go all around, you won't find a show like mine. I always do things differently. I was never one to follow the norm. And because this is why when I see something making sense, this is why I'm able to say bravo. And we must be able to say when something is wrong, and we must also be able to say when something is good. And in my mind, I love the youth economy. And it would take people with an open mind to really understand me, understand my approach. There are a lot of people who have understood my approach. I know a lot of people have missed me. At a conference call today, people tell me they miss me and to continue the other show. No, I have moved on in terms of looking at the future of my show, looking at the future of my country, and helping people to think critically. And because we need to change our mindset, because not because you may not agree with somebody or you may not like somebody to just smash them and say, this is not good, I do not want to be part of this. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, you have to think of you. You have to think of your success. You have to think of where you want to go. And we are living in difficult times, my people. We are living in difficult times because, for instance, before I shop, and you spend a lot of money shopping, and you're like, where is the groceries? What have we done? What's going on here? Because, inflation has caused us to have less spending power. So $100, what it could have given you last year, cannot give you the same things. So, but one area, while I applaud this is very good. I know the government said they're giving $500 to the pensioners and whatever. I want the government of St. Lucia right now to implement some form of income support. Because I saw some young people saying, and some, not so young people saying that, they need some form of income support. And I believe that the government needs to bite the bullet and provide some form of income support relief for people for the next 3 months. My form of income support I want is that for the government to drop the VAT, the tariffs and everything for 3 months, because we are really feeling it in the supermarkets, at the pumps, buying cooking gas for our homes. We are feeling it there. So the aim is for us to work towards a better St. Lucia. And let me encourage you, St. Lucians. At the end of the day, when we close that door behind us and enter our homes, it is us facing the music. So we must all advocate for what is right and what is just, irrespective of who is the government of the day. And I believe it was wonderful what they suggested for the young people of St. Lucia. And I would like to toast to the young people. I'm going to toast to you again. I am very happy for this, because Belfont, Sedu, none of them offered this. And to put $7.2 million, young people, I do not want to hear. When this is implemented, I want to hear the Prime Minister of St. Lucia say he ran out of funds, and he said Japan is there to as a buffer to help them. I want to hear that the Prime Minister of St. Lucia saying that they have so many applications, they have run out of funds, and for him to get some more funds. It would tell me that you really want to progress. Progress is not about who is in power, SLP or UWP. Progress is about you, my young people, making yourself into something better. I will see you same time on Thursday at 8 p.m. Remember, show your friends my show, start putting your little ideas together, and I will guide you further on Thursday. So when you go to the agency, you are not lost. These are the educational shows that you need to be listening to, my people. So I will see you on Thursday. Have a blessed evening.